capable of surviving that. Even just hearing him was overwhelming. They couldn't hear any more than the Ten Commandments without having a fit.
Did you read that great Philip Roth short story in Goodbye Columbus about kid who was like tormenting his Jewish Sunday school teacher, and he went up onto the roof and threatened to throw himself down?
I didn't know that was Philip Roth. I read that a long time ago.
Isn't that a great story?
Yeah, and and he was saying this. What you were saying. He was. But yeah, I mean, I would think that the Jewish argument would have to be. I mean, he's right. I mean, it's God certainly not beyond his capacities. Just Jews would claim that it didn't happen because they haven't gotten the good news yet.
Chapter 4, verse 16. Lest you act corruptly and make for yourselves a carved image, likeness of any shape or form of a male or a female. Why is the Torah so obsessed with not creating images?
Well, this is hardcore. This reminds me of Islam, and it makes me think that the aversion to icons is in lived Islam is much more powerful than it is in lived Judaism.
Yeah.
But here it seems
we don't tend to blow up Buddhist statues in
Afghanistan. Right, exactly, right. But this text seems to side with Muslims.
We would blow them up if they were in the Holy Land.
Buddhas of Bamiyan.
If they were in Israel, but not outside of Israel, because all these commandments, like this, is about in the land.
Right.
There's no precedent in Judaism for going out blowing up images outside of the land.
So that's like in Saudi Arabia, the way it's illegal to have a church in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
For the same reason.
Often the Goyim get very upset when you blow up their images.
Blow up their images. Yeah, they're funny at it like that. But
they're cute sometimes, but they're
they're cute when they're angry.
They're little, and when they're little, like little Goyish babies, it's so cute. I just love to play with them at the beach because they've still got their foreskin, some of them.
Yeah, boy, that's a trip the first time you see it.
Yeah, I remember I made a friend who was converting to Judaism. I'd never seen one. And so I asked him to show me, and he showed me.
Yeah.
And that was like kind of trippy.
Yeah, first time I saw it was I was 18. I was in India, and I was in a little village, and I guess they were Brahmins because all the little kids were running around with just threads around their waist and no other clothes, and I was mystified by, I didn't want to look too closely.
Right.
But I was kind of mystified by the shape. I actually didn't understand it. It took me a while to realize that they were...
Isn't that just like the Brahmins? They get so upset when you're asked to examine their penises?
Yeah, especially the little kids' penises. They just they just don't see why you got to do it.
Yeah, it's like... they're funny that way.
Brahmins are,
Yeah.
Goyim among Goyim.
So images.
But yeah, so no, this really does seem to be to validate the Islamic approach to this. That any graven image, because traditionally in Islam you can't. It's not just a matter of not representing God.
Right.
It's not representing anything.
Right.
And this seems to back that up.
So one person explained it to me that this is because the Avodah Zorah, idol worship in the land of Canaan then, is kind of like porn now. That was their porn, like bowing down to images.
Yeah, but this isn't just talking about idols. It's talking about any representation of a living thing. So
like they're not going to set up a university department for visual arts.
No, they won't. The visual. I mean, there's no.
I can't see sculpture being a big hobby.
No, you couldn't have any kind of decorative. You couldn't have the visual arts at all. So it's not just a matter of creating idols. It's again creating any representation of anything at all, which is strikes me as very Muslim.
So chapter 4:19, Moses warns the Israelites. Don't raise your eyes to heaven and see the sun, moon, and stars and worship them, for God has given these to all the Goyim. So, does this mean it's okay for the Goyim to worship the sun, moon, and stars if they don't know any better?
The translation I have says that Lord your God allotted to other peoples everywhere under heaven. I don't think it doesn't. I didn't read it saying that he allotted it to them as something to worship.
Right.
just that this is, just that the heavens were kind of the commonwealth of all mankind.
Right.
I don't think he's. No, because we know from the laws of the Noahide laws that it wouldn't be permissible even for a non-Jew to worship a heavenly body.
Yeah. Wow, do you know that Guest 2 says that Ronique Kurtzman is as hot as Joey in the weather?
As hot as Joey and the weather?
Yeah, so she's like 70 degrees, so she's not that hot.
Yeah. Who is she? Is she somebody I should know?
She's an old friend of, she's quite unattractive, but she has an award-winning personality. That does sound like Joey K.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
He does have a great personality. I prefer to stress the positive in these Torah talks.
Thank you.
Like, so Moses is always hating. Why does he have to always be hating like this? Like, verse 26, I appoint heaven and earth this day to bear witness against you, that you will surely perish from the land to which you are crossing the Jordan to possess. You're not long upon it, for you will be destroyed. Like, why does he have to hate? Why can't he congratulate?
Well, he's hold on, 26. I mean,
yeah.
he's predicting their destruction,
their imminent demise.
Yeah, yeah.
Not very nice.
It's not nice, but
he could learn a lot about manners from like Emily Post and from the Goyim. Like, there's nothing in here about and have a nice day.
No, no. He's not a mannerly.
There's nothing like
a mannerly guy. He really pulls no punches.
Something like, and I love you. Or,
no.
God loves you.
No, it's not a loving document. But it's the striking thing to me about this is that he seems to be invalidating the entire delivery of the law. I mean, if this is a statement about what is going to happen, then what's the point of delivering the law only to package it with the information that you're not going to observe it and you're going to suffer for that?
I guess like Israel, like soybeans, you have to like squeeze them and get rid of the impurities before you can get the really hot, tasty soy milk. So it's going to like put them through the presser.
Put them through the presser.
Have the Babylonians just like squeeze on them.
So the Jews are the soybeans here?
Yeah, the Jews are the soybeans.
The Jews are like soybeans.
I love soy milk. It's not good for you. It can turn you gay. I've read that.
Continue gay.
Soy milk, it produces estrogen.
A lot of estrogen, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all soy products supposedly. Tofu more than any.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can turn you gay, but the vanilla flavored stuff is good.
Yeah, and so is chocolate.
Yeah. Chocolate?
Oh, yeah, chocolate, you haven't had chocolate soy milk?
It's been some time, but yes, no, I have.
Sometimes I like it like late at night. I fall asleep, just a little chocolate soy milk. I don't mind the almond milk, but it's not as soothing as the soy milk.
Yeah, I never went for that. I went for rice milk and soy milk.
How do you like the rice milk? I find it very watery and not very
satisfying. The plain rice milk was very watery. This was back when I was a vegan, so I don't do that now.
Is this when you were following Mahatma Gandhi?
No.
Wearing a loincloth?
No, it wasn't a spiritual thing. No. It was an ethical thing. It was not spiritual.
An ethical thing, Joey.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it? So, verse 30 talks about the end of days. When precisely will we see the end of days?
In the end, well,
when do you
the
predict
Mashiach,
the Mashiach
he tarries.
When do you predict that he'll finally arrive?
My prediction personally
is
he will not arrive.
Oh.
Shabtai Tzvi was the Mashiach, as far as I'm concerned. No, I don't think that there is. There's no. The Mashiach isn't coming.
So you mean we have to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps?
Well,
Word.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I mean, yes. If we're gonna create a kind of utopian end of days, there will be no end of days. So there's nothing to look forward to in that respect.
Has God ever spoken to you? Like, have you ever felt like you were getting messages?
No.
What about when dogs are barking? Have you heard voices or messages?
No. Have you?
No. I mean, I felt the presence. I felt like seriously, I have felt like God moving me in my life.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like much of my life was inevitable. I always at the time thought that I was freely choosing, but now I kind of look back and I kind of see myself fated to have gone through everything that I went through and made all the decisions that I made to kind of bring me to